call has been made for the proper recognition of Herbert Macaulay, widely regarded as the father of Nigerian nationalism and founder of the famous CMS Grammar School in Lagos. Today, Herbert Macaulay family insists that he should be honored distinctively and not grouped with individuals recently granted presidential pardon by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Leading the charge, a former deputy national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, a PDP, Chief Olabode George, who spoke on behalf of the family during a press briefing held on Thursday in Lagos, describes his late uncle, Herbert Macaulay, as a selfless nationalist who devoted his life to Nigeria's political awakening. While providing a historical background of Herbert Macaulay and his legacies, Chief Olabode George said if Herbert Macaulay was alive today, he would have questioned the moral center of Nigeria's politics, especially as the nation drifts further from the ideals he fought for. He notes that Macaulay was vilified by colonial European leaders who labeled him as a troublemaker for his persistent fight for justice and self-rule, adding that despite the stereotype, he remained committed to the cause of Nigerian people, insisting that Herbert Macaulay should be honored honorably.
Herbert Macaulay did not live to see independence, but he built the road towards it. We who are beneficiaries of his struggle have a duty to continue building, to expand freedom beyond politics into economics, education, and social justice. His dream was of a Nigeria where every citizen, regardless of tribe, creed, or class, could stand tall with dignity. He envisioned a country where government is not a master, but a servant of the people. Today, as we grapple with the challenges of nation building, insecurity, inequity, and corruption, we must draw from his example. We must build bridges, not walls, institutions, not empires. Papa was not only a leader of men, he was a mentor of youth. He believed the youth were the true custodians of national destiny. It is to the Nigerian youth of today that I direct this challenge. Take up the mantle. Reject Herbert Macaulay.
Olabode George further stated that Macaulay died before witnessing Nigeria's independence in 1960 and urges our current political leaders to uphold his legacy by building bridges rather than sowing division. Chief George also highlighted Macaulay's belief in the power of youth and urges Nigerians not to succumb to cynicism while emphasizing the political power should be a tool for meaningful change. According to him, he fought the political war of conscience and conviction, and that his story is a reminder that elections should reflect the will of the people and that politics must uplift both the poor and the rich.
Being lumped with all those characters. Mr. President, this is a direct request to you. Now, with the advent of modern technology, telephone, and micro, this internet, whatever, how many people still go and use post office? We are requesting that the model is out. We build it on the same location where you have the general post office in Marina. That will be an everlasting memory of his contribution to this country, and will now be like a museum where school children, foreigners, even Nigerians of all types will be able to visit and see his contribution to Nigeria. That is our request as members of the family. We're ever so proud of Papa. I took after him, running around, talking about his legacies, and I will never stop until the day God gives me.